Okay.
We can continue the debate on whether or not enchiladas should be Americanized.
I mean, I think that's a very simple hard no.
Just like
Okay.
all the
Next.
Chinese and Greek food we eat in Canada is.
Yeah.
Alfredo sauce.
Pippin is very confused as to what's going on. What's
So is
going
anybody
on?
joining the chat.
Okay, there. I have a cat who wants to be on my lap, but he also wants to do acupuncture on my stomach. So I am laying a hoodie across underneath his paws, and he is like, "But why? Why are you doing this?"
I definitely have a hoodie behind me that may have to be put on at some point because Jax likes to come down and plant a cold nose right against my elbow. I'm just like, friend, you are cold. Stop.
All right. Where were we dying last time?
Very
Not
good
the
question.
swamp.
Oh,
The
were
swamp
we
is a
doing the
lovely,
swamp?
lovely
Mhm.
place.
Yeah, now I remember how fun that was.
I'm also eating chips, and Pippin is very confident that they should be his chips.
Yes, that is how food works. It does not belong to you, sir.
Ha, suck it, leech. I'm on a boardwalk. Yeah, before I logged off last time, I actually made decent progress on the boardwalk. I have not entered or unlocked any more tombs. Which, speaking of tombs, I should mark the ones that we've been to, because we've been to 2 tombs.
Yeah.
Yeah, that tracks.
Oh, that reminds me one, because we haven't been on since, I don't believe. In the treasure chest?
Yes.
I'm double checking here. Yeah, there is another one of the glowing headbands.
Glowing.
Yeah, you know, the light lamp
Oh,
things.
Right, I lost my.
I mean, it
Because
got
I
stolen.
went on an adventure and got a whole bunch of coins, so I got one for myself, and then I got one for other people, so that most of us have them, I believe, or all of us may soon have them. I don't remember who doesn't.
I
I
have one,
couldn't remember
so
if Jess had one.
I don't know if Jess has one. I don't think so. Headlamp? No, she does not.
Okay.
Oh, she says she actually has a bunch of these, so she.
There's 400 coin in the chest, and there's 620, so we're really close. But it's a lot easier in the tombs. If most people are wearing them, I find.
yeah. Yeah, so I went roller skating with my wife today. I don't go skating enough to keep like the muscle memory of skating. So for me, I remember when I skated with hockey skates, crossovers to the when turning right, I couldn't do crossovers ever very well. When turning left, I could do crossovers just fine. And every single time, it takes me like a half hour to remember or to like relearn crossovers in that direction. It is always a pain in the butt.
You were on roller skates?
Yes, roller skates.
Never done roller skates. I've done roller blades lots.
I enjoyed my brief roller skate journey, but it was taking me a while to learn.
Yeah, I don't know if I have a feeling on which are better.
I like, well, I feel like if I had proper fitted rollerblades, that would probably change my mind a lot. Skates, even though mine weren't like perfect, I felt sturdier on them.
So the one thing
The blades always hurt my feet, but
the one thing that I do prefer about roller skates over roller blades is that the roller blades, it's always this like really big hard shell. It's like ski boots sort of
yeah,
range where I'm like with the roller skates, you get a leather, like basically a relatively
it's
small
like a shoe.
leather boot.
Yeah.
And that's a lot. Basically, I get the ability to use my ankle. I like the ability to use my ankle.
Well, and that's the thing. My first pair of skates actually fit really nicely. The second pair I borrowed were either, I think they were a little too big, and weirdly enough, my feet sometimes went numb with them. So it was always 50-50. I was like, ooh, am I gonna die today? I'm really annoying this poor Draugr. It doesn't like your boardwalk. I do hate that it's smart enough to stay under the boardwalk while I've got an arrow.
It's nice with two people. Can only stay underneath one of us, and then the other person can stand on the little outcropping and fill
I
the
mean,
arrows.
it has been dispatched. Oh, I don't want to be here in the dark. This is a scary place in the dark. This is how things die. Are you fighting a leech?
Well, I feel the reason why you go into the chest with feathers in them is to make arrows. So
No,
that's where I put my spare arrows.
apparently I was muted.
Yeah, you were. I just assumed you were concentrating.
He's dead.
I was trying to rebuild the stupid.
Oh no, I would have saved you. Well,
I mean, you would not have because there was not much you would have been able to do to save me.
that's fair. I was like, well, this is a scary place, and I'm not. Did you get hit by a wraith or just
No,
general?
the leech just poisoned me to death.
Oh no, I heard it chomping, but
Yeah.
I
Basically,
trusted in your pro skills.
the problem I was running into was that I needed to get that. Basically, it took out a support.
Ah,
And I'm like, I
I
need to get
do
the
love that
support
you
back
got
up.
halfway up the stairs. That's kind of great.
Well, basically, I'm like, I'm gonna die, but I don't want to grab my
You don't
stuff
wanna
from
be
down below. So,
swamped.
as I was dying of poison, I'm like, yep, let's get myself back up.
That shouldn't be funny, but it kind of is.
All right, naked and afraid coming through.
You'll be fine. There shouldn't.
It's
shouldn't
not
be
that
too
far.
much.
Mostly, I just need to get
No.
that stupid same fucking support back. Ah. Hmm.
Oh, hey, there is thistle in the swamp. Interesting.
Yeah, swamp has thistle.
And that's
I'd
why
much
I
rather
built
go to the
extra
dark.
supports on my boardwalk.
Well, mine has extra, otherwise it would be collapsing from the one that went missing. But I'm like, if I don't replace it at all, then eventually I will.
Oh, I hate when I hear something move. I can't tell if that was just ambient noise or not. Thanks, Iron Gate. Give us nightmares. Okay, well, I'm gonna pretend I didn't hear anything. That's how I'm gonna go about my day. If I don't acknowledge it, it can't hurt me. That
This
is a
sounds
really
like fact.
funky rock. Right? If I don't acknowledge it, it can't hurt me.
You kind of is true in life when you do that. It's true. If you fixate on all your obstacles, you're screwed. And if you fixate on all the things that'll your goals, frickin' just make it happen. Just like a skier going down the mountain. Are you fixating on the tree or fixating on the course down?
Apparently this hut is under attack by trolls.
Oh no, the portal hut?
Yep, the ground is shaking.
Oh, jeez, Louise. Okay, I'll come back. I was just walking your boardwalk.
I can handle the ground is shaking. That's a lot of gray dwarves.
Why was that thing growling? I'm gonna ignore that too. I'm gonna ignore everything. The swamp is not a me problem. As long as I don't hear thumping. That's an ooze. That's not a me problem. It can have the leech. See? It's working. It's like whistling. Oh, that's a me problem. That's a me problem. And like all my problems, I'll run away from it.
I'm gonna have to make my new way out of here. I fell down into the cave, or the mine I made,
Oh, geez.
and
We're doing well. Ah, that's a me problem. That's a me problem. I'll deal with the ground is shaking over a wraith. True story. This thing is persistent. How far do these chase you? Oh, those are a lot of trolls. But that's also a wraith. Let's not. Let's go in the house. Will it come in a house? One way to find out. Yes? No? Maybe? Oh, no, it will stay outside the house and be mad at me. Okay, well. That's a jerk move, but alright.
I'm dead.
yeah, I definitely made the mistake if I did not eat correctly for
An encounter.
fending off
I would
trolls.
not necessarily come back to the hut. I mean, you could. It might not be here anymore. Oh, it's here. It's underneath me. Like every horror movie ever, thanks. Ah, you know what? I'm gonna solve all the problems. I'm just gonna go through the portal. What's it gonna do?
All right. Oh, hell yeah.
I killed quite a few of the gray dwarves, but I died because I got stuck up.
Are you gonna make that?
It's really
Oh,
easy when
nice.
it's not fighting me. It was fighting
What
gray
did it
dwarves.
go after? I mean, hey, I'm glad it helped. I did not mean to haul it all the way back. That was 100% the, I don't like this. I keep having to remind myself that there's a little bit of plains way up here.
Yes, there is.
I would like to return that.
We'll want it in a bit. Just not yet.
I have buckets full of things in my workshop that I say that about. We'll want it in a bit. I will be right back. I hear Tiny squeaking at my back door.
All right, let's make some mead. Definitely feel like mead's always worth making, simply as a good way to use up a lot of the honey.
Oh, that's right. I made a whole bunch of that poison mead.
Oh yeah,
I
we've
should
got a
have that,
ton of
but
that.
do I? No. I remember that being useful for, like, final boss, and it probably was very useful for the swamp. Because the swamp is just horrendous.
There, ingredients.
So I wonder if you breaking the Skittle ban has finally defeated Milo.
She wasn't around today morning either, so
Oh. Hopefully
must
all is good
be
with
with
her.
friends or something. She's got this thing called a life.
How dare.
I know.
It seems rude.
Clearly, people should just wait for us to start streaming. That is how things should work, right?
Yep.
How it should be. I don't.
That's what I do. I mean, what?
Yeah, if you're not just waiting around for me to stream, then we're just not as good friends as I thought we were.
Right?
And I'm very disappointed.
So disappointed. Okay. Ooh, what are those? Bad decisions. That's what those are.
Bad decision.
Bad decisions. Hello, I'm Shep. This is my... Ooh, that is a body thingy. I don't want to wake that up. It's just me.
So in the in Foundry,
Yeah.
I added basically one of the out of combat things that you can select to sort of express what you're doing is bad decisions.
Oh, you know that's going to be selected for me, like,
I mean, I assume it's going to be
130%
selected
of the
for
time.
most people pretty much continuously, but I've had the thought where I'm like, nope, this is good. This is worth putting.
Without me.
Something. Hi, I'm the problem. Ooh, what is this? Oh, it's just really funky glow. Okay. You're a skeleton. I can deal with you. Famous last words. You're a 1-star skeleton. I think I can still deal with you. Goodbye. Okay, so it starts kind of like a bay here. Okay. You're a leech. I don't want you. I can't remember. Do the leeches come up on land?
Usually not.
Good. I want it to be frustrated. Especially when they both insist on sitting there waiting for me.
Hey, Michael, how you doing? Oh yeah, so I have managed to we have the ability to work with rock now. And my first thought was like, let's pave the land, and then I realized that's probably a terrible idea. That's probably going to make this a terrible, horrible, stuttery, slow mess.
Troll, troll.
In the
Troll.
dungeon?
Not by our house, or by the marshland house.
Okay, let's go quickly toss away some things and head
All right.
over. Actually,
That's a lot of water to cross over. And considering I've just played poke it with a stick with a bunch of leeches, maybe not.
I jumped down your mine.
I am pretty sure it is fairly cloudy here, Michael, but I also have not looked outside as most of the day was just kind of dreary and disappointing. Sounds like I don't go outside. I don't quite mean it that way, but also.
I'm gonna build a road around your mine. That way we don't have obstacles and run around it. Take that, you fool. Oh, you didn't pick any of it up. Let's see how this is. Are you muted again?
Quite possibly.
ah, damn it.
There we
Yep.
go.
Like, I'm not hearing any conversation.
Yep. Oh, there was a lot of conversation. It was just I was the only one privy to it.
Abnormally
Okay, so
long,
everybody, you need to pay for like the Supreme, like
We'll put a different
subscription
yeah, we'll
just
put a
to get
separate
the James
mic.
audio.
Yeah, put a separate mic in my house, and then there's like the premium video where you can hear it. Most of it's me just crunching chips, but also contains at least 40% of my dialogue.
I've done that. I've done a stream for like half an hour, and people are coming in and watching, commenting, and then nobody said that I'm muted.
I kind of love the idea that like nobody thinks to inform you. Like it makes sense, but
Well, that's
Well,
definitely
I
the thing.
went and watched Iron Thunder's video, and I spent half an hour on his channel just enjoying the video and making comments, thinking that he was too busy racing his video game, that he was
Yeah.
too busy to make a comment. No big deal. I was enjoying myself, and he thought he was talking to me the whole time.
aw, that's really sweet. I enjoy.
It's like, oh. He goes, why didn't you tell me there was no mic? I'm like, I didn't realize there was supposed to be one.
If there's silence for 10 minutes, probably a good idea to be like, are you just being quiet? Because they're probably not just being quiet.
I mean, we've definitely
It's almost
had
never the
moments
case.
in Discord where the conversation just flows in such a way that we've had people mute it who thought they were answering stuff.
Yep.
Yeah.
And it's always hilarious when they finally realize.
Yeah, it was like,
And
I
they're
was
like, "Oh my
having a
gosh."
conversation. No one could hear my conversation, but it was still happening.
Well, and it's very much like you kept answering all of my stuff, so I just figured you could hear. No, we haven't.
Yep. It is amazing how you're like, there was a two-way conversation, but there wasn't.
Just figured everyone was ignoring me. Okay, I'm doing dumb things, and I don't know why I'm doing dumb things this way. Except for I don't want to put the work in to do it the smart way, so... Yeah, I know.
Having said that, I do ignore some people. Someone is paying.
Shoot.
I have someone paying for a membership, and I have shadow banned.
So they're paying you to be shadow banned?
They are paying me, and they are shadow banned.
I love that.
And I'm
That's
like,
beautiful.
I've warned them several times before shadow banning them. It's like, hey,
I was about to say, I assume that they have been very difficult.
If you keep this up, I'm gonna ban you, deleting all your negative comments to this other person. I'm like, if
Yep.
you say shit about me, say shit about the game or the video or whatever, no problem. But if you say shit about other people, other commenters, other subscribers,
Yeah, other users.
you're out.
Yep.
Yeah. You don't get attention if you're going to be hateful.
It's like, I can take criticism, but I'm not going to take criticism, let you criticize other people that are enjoying my videos. That's just not going to happen.
Yep. That's something to think of. Like, if someone wants to attack me, I really don't mind.
Yep. Yeah, say critical stuff about me. I don't care if it's constructive or not. I would prefer it to be constructive criticism, but that's not gonna. I'm not gonna ban you because of that. But you start saying shit about other people.
Yep.
Goodbye.
Yep. And that's the thing. It comes down to is the negativity is not like, if someone's just going to be hateful and negative, it's like it's not worth it.
Yeah, you can
'Cause
do just about anything, and I'm gonna leave you there. But if you're gonna start being hateful against other people,
Yeah.
I have no use for you.
Well, and the whole thing is you end up basically, if you leave those people, they will destroy your community.
Yep. Yeah.
So if you have a community that you're in control of, those people need to be weeded out immediately.
Especially when those people, you get a comment every week or two saying how positive of a community you have. Well, in that case, we've got to keep it a positive.
Yep. Yeah, it's not a thing that just happens. It's a thing that needs to be worked on. Like, it is very easy to lose your positive community. It doesn't take a lot. All it takes is a couple idiots.
And I have a couple idiots in there that say just dumb, obnoxious stuff, but they're not picking on anyone. I'll
Yeah.
leave those.
Yeah. You are not required to be intellectual and a like well-spoken, wonderful human being. You just can't attack other people.
Yeah. Okay, you're saying a bunch of dumb stuff. Whatever, let you say the dumb stuff. I don't agree with you, but I'm not gonna take those comments down.
So speaking of dumb stuff, Shep, where are you and why?
I am in the Black Forest. It is verging
Yeah.
on the plains.
Yeah,
and I am just trying to like map some stuff out. I am doing dumb stuff. I can see the see the plains.
I'd say I'm not calling you out, but I'm like,
Oh no,
calling you out.
100%. Please call me out. I'm doing very dumb stuff. Is this a meadow or is this the plains? This looks like the plains. I'm not going over there.
I definitely
Let's
just
stay in
looked
my
at the
woods.
map and I'm like,
So you know what it is I followed the swamp up and then I realized it turned into like a little bit of a bay. And I was like, okay, well, and then I was like, this is dark forest. This is dark forest. We're fine. And then I was like, getting kind of close to where I remember the plains being mapped. What
Yep.
are you? I think you're meadow. Yes, you're meadow. Yes.
And we never saw
Made
Shep
good
again.
choices. Never see Shep again.
That's probably Meadow, says Shep. It was.
I
it
did
was,
math.
It was put on the tombstone. There was no body, as the body was never found, but
But the tombstone.
there was still a
it was probably
tombstone.
meadows. So I think the worst trick for me is when meadows turns into plains. How am I supposed to notice?
Yes.
I do notice.
That initial first warning you get when you go into a new biome.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
it's too late for that.
I wish you would get those warnings every time you change. Not necessarily the big
Yeah.
warning, but just a small little ding. Hey, you changed biome.
Oh, what is
I
this?
I would like those.
Meadow or plains?
Like, I would like to have
Meadow?
some opportunity to go. I want I want it to work this way.
Meadow.
Like,
Meadow.
anytime where I don't have, if I don't have at least say silver equipment, warn me that I'm going into to
Well, that'd be a good way to do it.
planes, or like basically let you set it. Be like, no, do it every single time. Or if my health is below this point, remind me where I'm going, because otherwise where I'm going is into the dirt.
Yes, 6 feet under.
All right, how do I fight you, Uzer? This is not a good place to fight you.
James, Michael has a question for you.
See that?
Mostly because I know that it's hard sometimes to keep track of comments, so I glance down
It
every once in a
totally
while.
is.
If you have a
Oh,
question,
Uzer's running away from
ask.
me. Come back.
Oh, that... Why? I hate this. Okay, so this is great. I want everyone to know this. There's this tiny, tiny, tiny patch of dark woods. And then I can see a goblin village.
Yeah.
I'm not going up there. I wanna.
So is this the airbag light on on the dash, or is it the airbag light on oh, or is it the airbag? Ah, you bugger. Got me. Yeah, is this airbag light on the dash, or is it the passenger airbag light, like passenger airbag on light? I don't think I'm
Ooh.
making it out of
Nope,
here.
I hear giggling. GTF.
I died. Because if it's the one on, if it's the airbag light on the dash, you can't turn that off. That is, the computer thinks that there's a problem with your airbag. Whether there is or not might be a separate problem. But if that light is on, the only way to get that turned off is bring it
Hooking
to
a computer up to
a mechanic who has the ability to hook a computer up to it, and have them tell you what needs to be fixed. Because yeah, there is something wrong in the airbag system. So Honda had this really big list of recalls where they're basically the airbag was very small number of airbags were releasing shrapnel when they went off. And
Oh, I think I recall that.
it was realistically it
hello.
affected almost no one, but it was a big enough problem where that every single airbag needed to be replaced. Because which ones are bad? Not much of a clue. So basically we had to go check serial numbers and go, is this part of the run that could be bad? And if it was, then it got replaced. And people would come in and be like, oh, my airbag light is on now. You did something wrong. And it's like, nope, we made a note. Your airbag light was on when it came in. Or they'd be like, oh, that's my airbag light's on. This is obviously the problem. And it's like, nope. Your card can't tell that that's a problem. So your airbag light is not warning you about this problem. It's a completely different problem. So if your airbag light is on, the computer system in your car believes there is a problem.
All right, so I got yeeted out of the game. I am coming back, but I wasn't paying attention to what I was doing, so I'm briefly dipping into the lesser death world. And as soon as I can, I will get out of it. I mean, I assume the airbag would be 14 years old? That's how cars work, right?
Yep.
Am I wrong?
Not necessarily. Like, if you had a Honda and your airbag got replaced a couple years ago, your airbag is
That's
not 14
fair.
years old.
Mine are not 14 years old. Mine did get replaced.
Yours actually got replaced, not just checked.
I don't know. I recall them booking me for a.
Yep.
I'm right outside that Draugr village in my death world. I don't want to be here. They booked me in for something or other, and
Yep.
I took my car there, and then I got my car back, and I'm sure they told me about it. but I'm not a very good car person. So
Neither am I.
that is why James gets all my invoices. This is what they're recommending. I do not understand.
You guys see how many gloves I bought today?
I did. That is an impressive. I bought gloves today too, actually. I ordered some gloves for fencing
Ooh.
because the gloves I was using from Walmart did not survive, so I ordered gloves off Etsy. I'm hoping they'll be here before we go to the States.
I bet you could buy gloves at the event, but then you pay
Probably.
a lot of money for very good quality.
I mean, yes, but like a lot
I
of events you
probably
actually
paid
can't.
more than I needed to, so it would even out.
Depends on
I
how
paid
big
about
the event
$50.
is.
I mean, the occasional Jay knows a bit about cars. Is he Jiff on here?
No, I think he goes by Jeff. on
Okay.
Yeah,
I wasn't
he does.
100% sure, and I do not wish to give away
Yeah,
people's
he
real world
does.
names.
Yeah, his YouTube name is his
He goes by Jeff.
real name.
Okay, perfect.
If that's his real name or not, we never.
I mean, it gets to a point where I don't remember people's real world names at times.
That does happen.
Yeah.
Because you call somebody by their screen name or by their preferred name, it's like. What is
Well,
their
that's
real
where
name again?
yeah. So I struggle with I call Doom Doom even when he's
Yep.
not Doom. But it's funny because when he's not Doom, I'm still not using his real name.
Nope.
But I still struggle using the more appropriate fake name.
I was actually just thinking about that because both Doom and Donkey call me Shep.
Yep.
Even at events where I am not a Shep, I have another name. And I kind of love it.
The thing with names like that, you always know who's calling you.
Oh, yeah.
If you're walking through a mall and someone goes, "Hey, chap," it's like, okay, now you have a list of people that might be calling you.
Yeah.
Honestly, it was a consideration for a while as an SCA name because Shepherd is a very easy name, and I quite enjoy it. I went with Rowan because I'm not really worried about that name getting out to the world. Because I unfortunately do way too much research into like meanings of names, and I go with something that I feel connected to. So also like oh, that is a lot of feedback. I hate it.
Yeah, where is that echo coming from?
You're not echoing. I think we're safe. I think we're good. I don't
Okay.
hear it anymore. But yeah, I ended up with the last name first, which is Ewan of Otter, because I think that's the most adorable thing in the world.
I mean, yes.
It doesn't need to be the most adorable thing, but it is.
Okay, my ears were doing weird crap. Jess is trying to log in. That's where our echo's coming.
Ah, okay.
That was my guess. I saw that Jess had also popped up. Yeah. Most modern vehicles have really bad blind spots, and I hate it.
Well, Michael said earlier today. Yeah, Michael said earlier today. It's like, my dad has a big truck. It's like, no, in a big rig, you can hide a 5-ton truck in a big rig's blind spot.
Yep.
It's like people think, I'm big and visible. Why'd that guy cut me off? Probably didn't see you.
So that's one of the things I kind of like about motorcycles. You have no blind spot, but you also need to assume no one ever sees you. Basically, if you're on a motorcycle, you can't ever sit there and be like, oh yeah, that person totally saw me. You always need to sit there and be like, what happens if they didn't?
I mean, I feel like that should just be a general driving assumption.
Yeah, but like there's
Don't get me wrong, I still get annoyed with people, but
there's different levels of what risks you should be willing to take. Like if you're
yeah.
turning left and you go, yeah, that person probably saw me. I can, like, they're going to give me the right of way. That's mine. You can go.
No.
Sometimes on a motorbike, you're like, I have legal, like, I should be going legally and everything. I'm not going. I'm not going till I know that there's space for me, because I ain't trusting them.
I mean,
Because
that's kind of my
there's,
rule number one with other drivers. I'm like, I don't trust you.
yeah. Because even when there's times where I'm like, yep, I know they saw me. I can totally do this. And I'm like, but I'm just not going to. I'm on a motorbike. In a car, I would have gone already. But on a motorbike, nope. But that basically the whole thing is like, so the entire onus becomes on you to move your way through traffic, where it's like, all right, you're basically your goal is to get through traffic and dodge anyone who, basically wherever they move, I'm going to dodge it essentially.
Jeez, how many freaking gray dwarves are there?
I actually had this kind of hilarious interaction today where I was by little up from the hamlets where they've put in that new intersection. And a little further down from that's a crosswalk, and I totally support crosswalks. I love crosswalks. I like knowing where people are going to cross. But a senior couple on a couple e-bikes rode across the crosswalk before I had fully come to a stop. And I shouldn't say the senior couple because definitely the wife looked at me and thought better. The husband just raced across, and I was like, so technically, you were not to ride a bike across the road. I don't super care, but also maybe just make sure I've seen you. Like, don't play chicken.
Yep. There are
It will
times
not
where
end
people
well for you.
on bicycles where it's like, are you trying to get yourself hurt?
Right?
Because it feels like you're certainly putting yourself in the situation for it.
Because that's the thing. I will totally stop for pedestrians. I am of the firm belief that you should walk your bike across crosswalks.
Yep. I will not stop for bicycles. I will stop for people that get off their bike.
Yeah. But like whatever. It's not a hard line. But don't assume I've seen you because I think we can all attest that some of the drivers in town don't see things.
Yep.
And a bicycle is small.
I don't know if you've seen. Lumber has been stacking up in those outside chests.
Yeah, I figured I'd get some core wood. There we go.
I've been collecting wood for James, not for the sake of collecting wood, but for the sake of building me a little bit of a safety area here when the next group of trolls freaking attack.
Entirely fair. I remembered that I had... Oh, I forgot to activate it. One, where are you?
I'm back?
Come here for a second. Here you go. Have the tree power.
The power of tree.
I forgot that that's just not an automatic active thing, and I was like, I don't feel like I'm cutting down trees faster. That's because I wasn't.
Oh, just shared the photo with my pickup parked in front of? Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, I liked one of the times you posted it like on Facebook, and people are like, "Oh my goodness!" And it's like, good.
Well, the only reason I posted that is because somebody mocked the. What do you mean a blind spot in front of your truck? What are you talking about? Like, are you serious? It's in front of your truck. You can see in front of your truck. I'm like, oh, okay. Let's park my pickup in front of the truck.
This sounds like somebody who's only ever driven a car.
No, This is literally someone that now is a big rig driver.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Were they then?
They were not at the time.
Okay.
They were in the process of getting there.
Because, I mean, I can definitively say I do not drive a big rig, but I have driven my brother's vehicle, which is a raised truck.
Mm-hmm.
And that thing terrifies me for the fact that I'm not 100% sure where I am in relation to other cars.
Where's the front corner of that vehicle, right? Am I going to make that corner?
All the time.
Yeah.
And, like, I'm an okay driver. I'm not going to, like, claim to be the world's best, but like I'm decent, and I don't like driving that truck for that reason because I'm like, I don't want to hit a small child.
Well, with the big rig, I have stopped and gotten out and looked. I'm like, am I going to make that corner? Like, oh yeah, lots of room. Next time, I'm like, whoops, just hit that concrete barrier. Apparently, I was a little closer than I thought.
This makes me actually feel a lot better because I very much trust your driving. So knowing that other people who do this for a living are kind of like, this is a problem.
It's hard to tell where that front corner is.
Yep.
And then when people take that front corner, it's like, I don't know if I'm going to hit you. Hopefully you're clear, because in my view, you're not clear and you're about to die.
Yep.
Okay, thank God you cleared.
100% there. When I'm driving, there are things that freak me out. And one of them is, weirdly enough, having a motorcycle in front of me, which is, you think, where I'd want it. But I have this like constant like worry that they're going to go down and I'm not going to stop. Never
Yep.
happened. It never will.
Go right over them.
And I'm like, I want you behind me. And big rigs. I watch other people just not give big rigs space.
Cut right in front of us, right?
Right? They're like, oh, I'll fit. And I'm like, no,
It's like,
don't
hey,
play the I'll fit game, because
So-
you don't know how long it takes for them to stop.
I'm very hesitant in a car pulling in front of a big rig when we're slowing down. Like there needs to be a ton of space before I'm comfortable doing it in a car.
Yeah.
I just flat out won't do it in a bike.
Yeah.
If we're coming up to a place where that big rig might need to stop, or I'm not going in front of it. I'm just not doing that. Because that big rig could pull up behind me, stop completely, and then forget I am there. That is a thing that could legit happen.
I make a mental note of every person that walks in front of me on a crosswalk. Okay, 1, 2, 3 people walk behind the hood. Okay, 1, 2, 3 people walked out from underneath the hood. I'm like, okay, I should be okay. Hopefully there's no baby behind there.
Yeah.
It is mentally exhausting because you have to count every time. It's like, I hate being the first person at a red light because I don't know how many people walked in front of me.
Well, that's where if I'm in a taller vehicle, I stop so that basically the hood line is at the start of the crosswalk. Sometimes that means I'm stopping way far back. Like I basically stop on the cross line on a motorbike or in the sports car. But if I have a taller vehicle, it's like, nope, stay farther back. Because I don't trust it.
What's the thing? Like, I always leave enough room that if
Good
someone
rule,
did hit
5
me, I don't
seconds.
hit.
5 seconds is a good rule for cars. For a big rig, 5 seconds, you need more than 5 seconds. And 5 seconds is a lot of space.
Yeah, I would say,
it's like
are you suggesting that I should be leaving more than 0.5 of a second?
I think the rule is 3 seconds.
Rule is 2.
2? Okay.
2
with
is
a-
the minimum.
Big rig, you need 5 seconds though.
Yes.
You need to have 5 seconds of space between you and the big rig behind you.
In a big rig, 5 seconds is the minimum. In a car, it is 2 seconds. I honestly, yeah, for most people, 3 to 4 seconds in a car is probably good.
No,
Sorry, what?
she said depends on the speed. I'm like, no, seconds don't. But weather conditions, yes.
Well,
She meant
yes.
weather conditions.
Yes,
Speed
absolutely.
does
for
not
weather.
matter
Jogger up
because
here.
5
I don't
seconds
want it.
adds more distance every time you speed up.
Now, the one little thing though, with that though, is that your braking distance goes up.
Goes down with. Yeah,
like
one,
you're
be careful, there's a jogger up here. I'm running away from it because I'm down to like 2 health.
yeah,
Alright.
basically your stopping distance is not. It is related to your speed exponentially, not just. It is not linear.
Dead Draugr.
Thank you. It jumped me and I was like, oh, okay, I'm not prepared for you, friend.
I dodged each of its arrows, slowly walking up to it. I'm like, dodge, dodge, dodge. And then took a mace to its head.
Trying and true way of killing everything. Mace to the head.
I don't know if there's a warp to the merchant. I don't know the answer.
No, I don't think the road got finished. The basically
No, I
the
never built
road
the road
warp,
there.
the road warp is the closest.
So you have to go to the road warp. That's if you want, pick up the road warp and bring it to the merchant. I don't think any of us would be offended by that.
Yep, certainly would not be offended.
Yeah.
Wait, what do I need to make turnip soup?
We might have an
Boar meat. I like boar meat.
It's not like we have like a whole bunch of that.
Yeah, so I like the turnip soup because it's things that we don't have to go out to gather.
because you can grow it, yeah. Garden that you've been building there?
My garden?
Yeah.
It needs an expansion. Okay, what am I looking for? I have everything I need. Okay. Turnip stew. Let's do this.
Yeah. Don't stay beside a semi. Very good call. Come up beside of us. Come up on the side of a semi to pass us, and then pass us and move along, or slow down and stay behind us. None of this just riding beside me, because what if I forget that you're there? Because you are officially in that blind spot.
So, at one point I was driving my sports car, which has good frontward visibility, terrible blind spots along the side. And this guy was coming up on a Honda Goldwing, and he just stayed beside me in my blind spot for kilometers. And it was like after 10 minutes, I'm like, I'm starting to have this like, I kind of want to just like swerve into your lane. I'm having a hard time remembering you're there, and I kind of want to like scare the crap out of you for it. I didn't actually do that because that would be an awful thing to do. But I decided, I'm like, nope, I am going to basically apply the brakes, come back a little bit, and then go back under cruise control. Because I'm just like, I need you not there.
Yep, I've done the same thing. The big rig, it's like, okay, you know what? I don't even know where you are anymore. I'm not even sure if you are there anymore. Maybe you turned off and I didn't notice. I was sure there's a little white car there. I'm just going to hit the brakes a bit and see if one little white car pops out. Oh yeah, there's a little white car.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'm kind of forgetting that you're there. That's why I also said, if you see a big rig turn their signal lights on, get the hell out of the way.
Yep.
They might not actually know you're there.
Yep.
They're signaling to inform you that they're moving over. There's not a asking for permission. They're coming over.
Yep.
And there was like 100% a time where I was driving my Firefly, which is like the smallest car. And that's what happened down on the channel. Because I was in the fast lane, I was going to save on, and they started changing lanes, and I was like, I am in the middle of this vehicle, and I'm not surviving. And I actually ended up on the yellow because, like, I'm in the middle. If I brake, I'm dead. So I'm going to speed up. And scared the heck out of both of us. Yep. Is how it worked. And I felt really bad for him because he probably had a signal on and I just didn't immediately notice. And by the time I'm like, oh, that's coming towards me. Shoot.
Which is one of those things where I hate big rig drivers who do not like they signal and then move.
Just move, yeah.
Yeah.
And
It's
like
like
you
3
are too big
blinks.
to do that bullshit.
You've got 3 blinks at least before I move over. 3 blinks is actually quite a bit of time if you
Yep.
count time.
That's
Like
I do not need 3 blinks, but I need you to not be moving when the first blink
immediately.
starts. Because I can vacate that spot and I will do it fast.
Yeah.
If I'm in a car, it'll almost always be brakes. Why? Because I can brake way faster than I can accelerate.
Yep.
In a bike, it really doesn't matter. I can do both equally quickly. Depends on the bike. Red Bull, I'm a lot less likely to try to accelerate out of it. But those are slightly different beasts.
Well, I think it's really easy. Like, again, people don't realize stuff like that. Like, they're like, oh, well, I have
Yep.
a blind spot, and it's really hard for them to relate it to
Yep.
other drivers, stuff like
Yeah.
that. As they said, like, I drive my brother's truck. He drives his truck all the time. He's perfectly fine. I get into that thing, and I'm so scared I'm going to hit somebody because I haven't driven enough to figure out how that vehicle works in terms of space and stuff. And I used to see it all the time at my old store that had a drive-through. You get people that they be leaving these huge gaps, and you're always like, "Why do you leave so much space?" Well, there's a reason.
Yep. They don't realize they're leaving such a big gap.
Yeah. What I hate is when you're like you look at someone, you're like, this is the vehicle you drive every day, and you have no clue how big it is.
Yeah.
Like if you drive this thing every day, just learn how big it is. Take the time, but people don't actually people never take the time to actually learn a vehicle.
So I was when I was teaching Jess to drive, it's like, okay, hit that rumble strip, but just barely hit it. I want you to barely hear that rumble strip driving down the road. And then stay on that rumble strip. Because you sure learn how wide your vehicle is.
Yep. Like that is the thing. I've actually scared the passenger because I basically went past an obstacle within inches of the mirror, and they were like, "I thought we were gonna hit that," and I'm like, "Nope, we were fine. I know where that mirror is." So my usual thing is whenever I pass things and go, how far away from my vehicle is that? I look in the mirror, and then as soon as the object is past the mirror, you get that brief look, and you basically can see how close you were roughly.
Yeah.
And basically, I'll use that.
Yeah, or if you see a pothole, aim for the pothole. If you missed it, you don't know how wide your vehicle is.
Yep. And that's one thing. Even on a motorbike where there's no guessing, basically, I aim for little spots. Why? Because it's still teaching me how to move. Like it's reinforcing how I need to move the bike to get exactly the tire exactly where I want.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's the thing. Like that's how you get a better driver. If you stop practicing, like if you do a thing every day, but you're not actually practicing the thing, you're not getting better at it. You need to practice skills to get good at them. And like for a lot of people, their car is just transportation, and that is all it is. And it's like, yeah, I get why you don't put a lot of energy into this, but also I feel like you should put more energy into it than you do, because being a half decent driver is a valuable skill. You don't have to be great, but there's certain people where it's like you're scared of your own car, and that's the problem. You should not be scared of your own car.
And it's fine being scared of it at first, and it's like, okay, I'm scared of this car. Now let's practice until I'm not scared.
Yeah. Well,
I was absolutely terrified of driving the first few times I did it, because it is kind of horrifying.
Well, and it's like the same thing where if you're driving someone else's vehicle and it's stressful, yep, that's fair. That's not a problem. But yeah, this is a car you're gonna drive frequently. Get good at it, because that's how you avoid sketchy situations later on. Like one of the reasons why I'm the new vehicle I have, I'm already really comfortable driving it, because every single time I hop in it, it's like, okay, find basically where this find the corners of the car, find out how it drives, find out all the things about it.
Find the limits.
Yep. which is kind of terrifying because in my new vehicle, the limits of grip in snow is,
So good until you're not.
well, the problem is so far it continues to just be so good. I haven't found the till it's not yet, really. Like I can make it break, but it's like if I'm like going like if I'm on a nice like sort of like a asphalty sort of situation, like if I'm in a parking lot with some snow, it takes effort to basically push it into to breaking loose, and I'm like,
Yeah, Toyotas are good with that.
that's kind of annoying because that means I have a hard time practicing how to handle it when it breaks loose. But I know it's like it can't always just not break loose. That's not realistic.
Here comes the ambulance. Someone's having another bad day. Attack.
Yeah, Michael, same thing. Basically, when I started my current job, the delivery truck we use is a Ford F 550. Yeah, it's a Ford F 550, and it's
5 ton?
not. I think so. I think F 550s are a 5 ton. Basically, it can haul. How much is 5 tons? So I'm trying to think. It can haul
I'm very wrong in this, but my brain wants to
35,000
go
pounds.
5 elephants, obviously.
I 5,000 kilogram, but it's wrong. That was where I went, but I'm like, it's wrong. And American tons or
No, that's
Canadian tons?
got to be because a ton is 2,200 pounds, right?
The tons is a fucked up measurement because there's 3 different kind of tons.
Yes, but like roughly somewhere in that area.
Yeah,
It's a bit over 2,000 pounds. Like I know one of the tons is exactly 2,000 pounds. One of them is exactly 2,200 pounds, and then there's another that's 10,000 pounds. Are you saying 1 ton is 10,000 pounds? Because I'm pretty sure that is inaccurate on all measurements. Or is 10,000 pounds what your car vehicle can tow? Because I think our work truck can tow something like 30,000 pounds. I know I've towed a because I know the trailer weighs, yeah, 2,000 pounds. Yeah, so Michael, that sounds right to me. I agree with you on that.
yeah. One
Um,
ton is 2,000 pounds.
I want to,
That's a U.S. though, I think, right? No. A U.S. ton is ton is 2,240. No. I'm wrong. A U.S. ton is 2,000 pounds. A British ton is 2,240 pounds. Because a British ton is 1,000 kilograms. A British ton is 1,000 kilograms. No, it doesn't make sense, Michael. Tons are fucked up because there's 3 different kinds of tons. But most commonly, there's U.S. tons and British ton.
okay, so the F550 can tow about 17,000 pounds by default, like by just standard configuration, which would be about 8 tons. So 8 to 9 tons is what the F550 can tow without anything.
Mm.
The configured F550 with with a non-standard hitch, which is what our truck at work is, it's not a non-standard hitch, is 37,000 pounds.
Yeah, tons should be an outlawed measurement.
I mean, it is a bit of a useless measurement, that's for sure.
There's too much fusion between different tons. So tons, you should never actually measure something in tons if it's something important, which
Yeah.
really is fucked up because all the bridges in the U.S. are measured by tons. I'm like, okay, ton limit. I'm like, oh crap, this is U.S. tons. Okay, pull out my Google because can I legally drive over this bridge? Well, not even legally. If I drive over this bridge, will the bridge collapse?
Yeah. Is this a bad idea or a really bad idea?
I've literally stopped. I'm like, there's no pull out. Four-way flash is on. Stopping. I'm like, okay, googling it, cause I
You're
don't know
not
if I
you're not
can.
taking you're not
I'm
taking
not.
down the bridge.
Nope, I'm not going over that. Till I know if I can go over that.
Okay. You guys should let me know when you want to do the next tomb exploration.
Now,
We
I
can
mean, it
certainly do
is
it
night
shortly.
in the swamp, so yes,
I mean, but when you're in a tomb, it really doesn't matter.
that is fair. I am a little above the swamp, but if you let
Yeah.
me know where to
Well,
be.
I mean, I'm going to basically kind of finish building a little bit here, and then I'm going to go back and resupply. So give me a few minutes, and then I'll be
yeah,
ready for
I
a
I
swamp
will
adventure.
take a full inventory back to the longhouse.
Yeah.
I am just hoping not to hear goblin giggles. I am firmly in the meadows, but we all know how this works.
I mean, if you're headed south, you should be fine from there. All of the plains are kind of north of there, but yeah, it's if you're going north, there are goblin villages there. I
Yep.
know that for
Yes,
sure.
There's one definitively like right there because I can see it if I get close enough, which I
Yeah.
did, and then I ran away.
Jess,
And I'm not
Jess,
entirely sure where the border is in here, but I don't want to find out.
Jess thinks it's funny to hang out at the merchant circle and Argo.
Yep.
Oh, I do
Argo
enjoy that. Anything?
trolls to come over and fight them from the circle.
So there's only one thing I like measuring in tons. And that is battleships.
That's fair.
No, not fair. That's unimpossible.
The
Impossible.
the whole thing is
Unimpossible.
there's not a good unit of measurement for like really big heavy things other than tons.
Yeah, if it's massive, the numbers can get
Because
a little stupid.
no one ever uses like everyone uses kilograms. No one uses megagrams or gigagrams.
And you have to go how many millions of kilograms.
Makes me want to actually like start referencing everything, like basically yeah, like go and find out what how many gigagrams is a battleship.
Yeah,
Just start using those. I'm sure people would just like sit there and like flinch every time you talk about
yep.
the weight of them.
Because now they have to pull it out, shit out and do the math.
Well, and the thing is like intuitively you probably know about how much a pound it like if someone like hands you an object, you could probably like lift it for a second and go, okay, yeah, this is probably about
About
this
this
many
many
pounds
pounds, yeah.
or this many kilograms. But with like gigagrams, there's no part of my brain that goes, yeah, I understand how much that is.
Yeah, true.
Now, like the upside of the metric system is that while we don't measure anything that way, we could. There's no good reason why we don't use megagrams and gigagrams other than the fact that they sound silly because we don't use them.
Wait, what? Oh, serpent scales. God. Like, what is that? Yeah, we have to focus on getting our iron equipment, right?
Yeah, right now we're kind of focused, yeah, on getting iron. Getting set with iron. Okay, I am headed back. We have access to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 more tombs. Well, no, that's not true. 1, 2, 3 more tombs, and 2 more that are a little bit of a wander off the trail. Wait a minute. So the metric ton is 1,000 kilograms, right?
Yes. Hence why
So
it's 2,240 pounds.
so the metric ton is just a megagram.
Okay, so a metric ton is a mega. Yeah, that would make sense. That would make sense.
It just literally is a case of we are so used to the word ton that we would rather
Ton,
use it
yeah.
than gram. Like if someone's measuring the distance from the Earth to the moon, no one says how many mega meters it is. They always tell you how many hundred thousands of kilometers it is. I think it's like something like 300,000 kilometers. I'm not actually sure. That might be like 300,000. It might be 300,000 miles. But yeah, like we have the system to make that easier, but we don't actually use it fully.
That says treasure and trophy, but the money.
Money is in miscellaneous right now because we were getting too many trophies.
So in that same row, or that some? Oh,
So
right there, beside the.
yeah, it's the next chest over.
Okay. You ever build that? I guess not. You built a merchant warp over here, but no. Don't temper.
Also, at some point, I got to make a warp hub as we get more and more warps.
Yeah.
I had a moment where I heard War Pub, and I was really excited. True
War
story.
pub.
War Pub. And I was like, that sounds
Wait.
pretty epic.
That'd be a good name for a pub.
Right? War Pub? I'd be really tempted to make that sci-fi theme just out of sheer contrariness.
I mean, war is universal.
Is there a YouTube video explaining tons?
I mean,
would
there probably
hope
is.
Deal with gray dwarves out of this house. Oh, apparently fist.
Okay.
That did not sound right.
Are we ready to go swamp exploring?
I am.
Yeah.
Jess is staying out of it.
Just make smart life choices.
Good decisions. Trademarked.
Yeah,
That's
just
unimpossible. How is unimpossible? Finishing.
Me fail English.
yeah, no, I'm fine.
I like those words. Those words always end well. I'm
Yep,
fine.
that was it. Everything's fine.
Everything's fine. Heard it here first. Everything's fine.
There is no war on bossing, say. Alright, I am ready to roll.
Following you.
Other poor life choices brought to you by.
I'm doing a poor job of following you. But
I am eating seashell chocolates. I don't know
Oh, you
why,
found
but
more, did you?
I mean, Mel found me more.
Nice.
I can't ever find them. Mel just like
Magic some up.
after me complaining long enough, Mel will go get me some.
why does Purdy's not make those?
You'd think they would, right?
I don't know. And these are like I think these are the cheap knockoffs that I think she found them in Walmart.
Fair.
I didn't actually ask. They may not have been from Walmart, but she went to Walmart. She came back with them. So, oh, they are not from Walmart, apparently. So, did anyone bring a key?
No.
No.
I forgot mine in my.
I'll go get one.
Chest. I'll race you.
I mean, if you're gonna run there, I'm letting you.
Yep. Won the race then.
That was easy.
I know who spent more time running around.
Yep.
Is that
Gonna win.
you, or is that a problem? No, that's you. Okay.
There's a problem up ahead. No. There's
Oh,
a...
no, that's a problem. Hello.
As in just Draugr problem or
Draugr
Yeah.
problem.
yeah, okay.
He's
My-
kind of.
I saw the shield, and I was like, okay, look at the map. There's a 1, and I'm like, maybe that isn't my problem. No, it was. There's a problem.
walk. You walk in, give him a hug. Oh shoot!
Right?
Give them an oh shoot.
Well, you saw the clip I shared about the truck accident. The truck driver was just completely distraught. I just go, is this the first time you've lost a load? Yeah. Be okay. Happens to all of us.
I always feel really bad for people who are making mistakes for the first time because they're so hard on themselves, and it's
Yep.
like, don't worry.
It's like when you drive as much as we drive, the odds are stacked that it's going to eventually happen.
There was on Friday, and I will say things at work are kind of rough right now because everyone's got COVID, so we're exceedingly short-staffed on an already short-staffed situation. And one of my coworkers, and I love them to death, they are so great, but they're like high anxiety, kind of like a greyhound. Do you know what I mean? So they were working the bar, and I didn't notice either. And this is also on me. A guy came through, ordered like a mocha or a hot chocolate, one of the two, I don't remember which. Handed out the window, done and over with. And he comes back around and he's like, I literally just ordered this and this is ice cold. And we're like, what? And so what I think actually happened, this is my theory, because I grabbed the cup from him. We usually wouldn't take a cup back, but and I replaced it with a hot drink. So what I think happened was my coworker was so frantic, so kind of out of sorts, that they went and already steamed milk, and I have done this. And then their pitcher of cold milk that was ready to be steamed, they poured into a cup.
Ah, yeah.
I have also done this. The difference is then I have picked up the cup and been like, wait, something's wrong.
This does not seem right.
This, and that's the thing. And like 2 of us handled it and did not at all notice. And I did actually check the label because I don't trust people.
Yep.
I still did the whole purpose is to make them happy, and frankly, my company has money, they can afford it. But I
Mhm.
checked it afterwards and I was like, oh nope, I'm pretty sure this, and my poor coworker just could not stop blaming themselves. They were like, I've made 2 mistakes now, and I'm like, do you know how many mistakes I make a day that I just pretend don't happen? And so people don't call me on them? Like, mistakes happen. Just roll with that.
Yep. Or
Alright.
like when somebody hit Jeff's car there, it's like, freaking claim that you hit a car. We all screw
Right?
up. It's okay.
Just be like, man, I made a mistake. Sorry about that. I mean, I hit James's car once.
You just make it
Sorry,
right.
sorry, you what?
The old Civic.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. None of your nice cars, but the Civic I definitely bumped into, and then I felt bad.
So hey guys, we should split up the party.
Ooh, I hear growling.
Yeah, it's probably fine.
Growling.
They
Oh,
say that.
I see growl.
We didn't totally split up the party. We all know where everyone is. Totally. I think there's something maybe behind. Oh yeah. Pretty sure there's something behind mine. That's why I'm hearing growling.
Yeah.
I'm shooting the one behind mine.
I am too. Because he just insists on standing there. Being naked and afraid, so I'll let him do that. Whatever floats that little boat of his.
Oh, This is a much bigger problem than I thought because I don't have the health to deal with that.
I'm feeling that.
There's a blob there. I don't think it can get through. Yep, I just died. I was just sitting there and I'm like watching my health go down and I'm like, I had a decent amount of health, but this poison lasts quite a while.
Oh, I have some mead if you need it.
I mean, I'll have some mead when I come this time.
I mostly am just being shot, and that's problematic, so I'll go to the other side and see if I can't help you with your blob problem.
This side is solved. So feel free to dig those up a little. Which way was your problem?
My problem is partly the draugrs, but they can't
Oh,
get through,
down
so I'm
here,
not worried
okay.
about it. Because they have arrows, which is just rude. And then there is a ooze on the other side that is a James problem.
I mean,
Well,
currently it's not a me
the
problem.
ooze.
Nothing's a me problem currently.
The ooze is taken care of. Oh, I
Okay.
think we're good all directions.
Perfect. I like being good.
Yeah. So sometimes you see people stop on railroad tracks, and it's very much the understandable, just like there's a line of traffic and they happen to stop on the railroad tracks. It's still dumb, but then there's other times where people could stop anywhere and they stop on railroad tracks, and I'm like, what the heck is wrong with you?
Yeah. It's like a dangerous place to stop.
I'm going for a swim. I may or may not survive. Nah, nothing's down here. Okay. You doing okay with being naked and afraid?
Yep, the boardwalk's doing the boardwalk thing.
Okay.
It's doing what I paid it to do. Making it not a struggle to get back.
I can hear you. Oh, hello. That's problematic.
Zero
Not
damage.
really.
There.
Ooh, you are problematic. Getting out of there. That's rude. They have like just enough room on top of the muddy scrap pile in here to like try and shoot me.
Oh yeah, yeah.
But I think I have better aim outside. I don't know. We may just both be shooting at the rock now. Yeah. I don't like that. This Draugr just like surfed over the top of the muddy scrap.
Wrong with that. Seems perfectly plausible.
Watch it. Yeah, the biggest problem we're gonna have in there is definitely an archer and then a muddy scrap pile. But that's okay. We'll deal with that.
The fine
Ooh.
for stopping on the railroad tracks was
One star.
$7,000. Unless you're a cop. If you're a cop who stops on the tracks, you're fine.
I'm
You're
lost.
you're not going to get a ticket, even if you get
Not
someone
that
hurt
lost.
from it.
You made the mistake. Where's the entrance?
Straight across.
The entrance is
Right from
straight
here?
this way.
Okay.
One of those. I'm
Yes,
just hanging
the
out
entrance
until I
is
get
right
that.
here.
Okay. Like I broke my. No, there's. Starter broke the rule of always turning.
Yeah, always turning left or right.
Now I don't know what's been explored and what has not.
So I don't know, James, if you caught any of it. There was this very adorable conversation that was had on Thursday, where I was discussing how I can't tell left from right. And I believe it was Archie was like, yeah, I have a friend who has like L and R tattooed on their hands, which I think is adorable. By the
Oh,
way.
I love
Yeah.
that. Love that
I
idea.
think it's so sweet. However, Smith then started talking about how he remembers it, and like I respect how people remember things. And he was talking about how essentially, if you make the L with your hands,
Yeah.
he remembers it with like a parabola, and he starts going into this physics thing. And or no, he didn't quite make an L. He did like this weird, cool hand gesture. And he was like, yeah, and I remember it this way. And I was like, but I could make that with my left hand. He's like, yeah, but you see, like, this wouldn't work, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, this sounds like I need to know more about physics for it to work.
Yeah.
But I'm really excited that it works for you, because it definitely does not work for me.
Yeah. One thing people do the left and right thing, and it's like both make L's to a person who's suffering from left and right.
That has been a constant frustration for me. And they're like, oh, it makes an L, and it makes the right L. And I'm like, if you're dyslexic, it makes an L.
It makes an L. There's not a right or a left L. It's just an L.
You know.
Yep. That is why the language does not have an L that goes in the other direction. Because otherwise it would make the language more complicated and people would not want to use it.
Yeah. Alright, I'm trying to stay out of the way. Am I succeeding? No. God, those hit like a Mack truck. You know what? There's no more 1-star in there. I'm gonna solve half our problem.
No more problem.
There we go. I was like, I can only solve a little bit of this, but I will try.
Pickaxe is almost done.
Ooh, acid arrows. I like acid or poison arrows. I accept. Thank you, friend.
Not very helpful in the swamp, but they're still nice.
Yeah, but think of that poor troll when I run into it.
Oh, that's it. Done. I will just be fighter from now on until your fixes are all broke. I'm guessing this is supposed to tell us the next boss.
Bone mass, but we already know where bone mass
Yeah.
is, so. I feel like that's all I'm getting. There is still some visible, but I don't think I'm gonna get to it.
We'll sit here and get rest.
Making bad choices. Might be okay with this one.
This one doesn't go anywhere.
Yeah.
Dead end. Let's have this one floor. My axe or my pickaxe is broken, so
Oh, there's a blob in there.
okay.
Make sure you got your poison up. There's 2 blobs in there.
Both blobs have taken some arrows. One blob. Zero blobs.
A muck shake. That sounds horrendous. Hooray. That is precisely what I want it to do with my days. Have a muck shake.
Muck.
I mean,
Yeah, so Michael, talking about those gates that I use for the trains. What really drives me nuts is you see videos of people that's like will basically go up to the train crossing, see those are down, and go around them. And it's like, what in the heck is wrong with you that you would go, oh, there's something blocking my path over a train track. Better just go around it, because I'm in a hurry and I don't see the train yet. And just like always one of those, like, how? Especially, it was like most of them, they don't even like check. They don't even like look to see is a train coming.
There's a train coming, yep.
They just go for it, and it's like, how do you people like? How did you people survive long enough to become adults? I don't understand.
Oh, we got a Draugr.
ooh,
More
couple
than one.
martyrs.
As I put a arrow in the back of Chap instead of a Draugr.
Yeah, doesn't like me. I'm gonna move because if I get hit, yep, there we go. I was like, if I get hit one more time.
All right, they are all dead. There is nothing else. I think that's all of that one. Nope, not quite.
I do find it humorous how many big rigs get hung up on tracks because they have a low bed going over a raised railroad. I'm like,
Hey, come on,
you
have
guys
a
forget what was
present.
behind you? What are you
I need
doing?
to AFK for a second. You can have the pick for a bit.
Oh, you have a nice pick.
Yes, I do. It is a very nice pick.
Oh, do you have an iron one?
No, bronze.
Fully upgraded bronze.
Ah.
Okay, be right back.
Like looking at the screen. Empty screen of death. I wondered you had pickaxe so much longer than I still have that pickaxe. Well, when we were in Vernon last time, the railroad crossing lights were blinking away, ding, 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 making the sound. So came up to it, stopped, looked both ways. It's like, nope, no train here. Needed to go through, but stop and look.
Yeah. I mean, that should just be a general. That being said, though, like, somebody has hit the "Don't hit us" pole at work, which I sent a picture to you, and I find that the funniest thing ever.
Yeah. Yeah.
And mostly I find it funny because I have had people complain that that pole is dangerous. This is a direct quote, by the way. And I'm always like, that pole is so you don't hit a building, which is infinitely more dangerous. So I'm going to continue to have this, thank you.
Yeah, it's kind of necessary for you idiots that control yourselves. But do you want this back?
Yep.
Oh, I should have given them the other one, the broken.
Yeah.
That's what I should
I
have.
mean, it
Yeah,
really
beautiful.
wouldn't have mattered, but
Yeah, I
Is that
haven't
it?
fine-tooth combed this one here.
Excuse
but I
me.
think
Yeah, I was
we're
supposed to say.
good.
So I have distinctly different thoughts on that, but
On what? It being done?
yeah.
I told you I hadn't fine-combed it. It wasn't.
All right.
Hadn't.
Well, I say that one is probably done, and probably not like. I think all of our picks are probably in poor enough condition to make it worth the trip back.
Yeah, I got about
Doing-
half on mine, so I don't think it's worth going to another.
No. Okay, go back to camp, reset, and then may as well hit the next one as well.
I'm down.
I'll do one more bailing.
Fair. And then we'll at some point have to get all of that iron back to the
Yeah, either via
Camp.
boat or running it.
I think boat's going to make the most sense because it's going to be a lot of iron.
Yeah, it's gonna be a lot. All right. Out of these chests. Back. I'm ready.
Yeah, I feel like people who are willing to challenge a train do not understand trains.
It's the same conversation we had about people challenging big rigs.
Yep.
Yeah.
Win those.
Excuse you.
Oh, there's
Where was
that
it?
shaman just outside the door here.
Ah, that's rude.
Yeah, we got a decent amount of iron starting to build up. Not a ton, but
U.S. ton or British?
a metric ton. All right.
I didn't mean to drink that. Dang it.
We definitely are not running out of intestines anytime soon. Actually, that's not true. We don't even have a full stack, but like, still, considering that intestines were something we were like short of there for a while,
Yeah,
we're definitely not in the same place. And that was after making a bunch of sausages.
where are we putting bone?
It's in with the feathers.
Yeah.
I see we have so many troll hides that they're starting to show up too.
Yeah.
We're at the point we're going to start throwing troll hides away.
I mean, I think I need to expand this a little bit more, but yeah, if we start getting like a full line of troll hides, I don't see the point of hanging on to more of them.
Okay, I am ready for the next.
Yep. Or is that the plan? We're ready to go.
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay.
Oh, I
Thank you.
see the other teleport is active now to merch.
Wonderful.
Yeah, that is excellent because we have treasure in the miscellaneous chest now.
Hey, Jess, you didn't die in that whole situation there. Good job. You made smart decisions.
Yep, just made good life choices. The rest of us made life choices.
Well, I didn't die either.
No, you didn't.
I died. I will fully admit this.
Yeah. I was the first one down.
Sure which.
So I don't know. Juan, do you believe Michael? Michael's trying to say that trains are more powerful than
What?
semis.
I've seen YouTube videos. The semi always wins against the train. Lots of those videos.
I agree. This sounds 100% factual.
Are we fighting that thing?
I think I may as well.
What do we? Oh, hello. Well, I know what I want.
Oh,
Oh, Hawaiian is poisoned.
where is it?
It's right over here by
It's
me.
over here.
The range of its poison's just so big.
Yep. Sure. Evasive too.
Oh, hello, baby blobs.
And it drops scrap iron, which is always my best case scenario.
We all like getting poisoned.
I make all the poison resist on, so it doesn't hurt a whole lot.
Yeah. I was like, I can afford to hit things.
Yeah, draugrs aren't even that scary. You first walk into here, it's like terrified of draugrs, and it doesn't take that long till.
But
Whatever.
the whole thing is, why are we less afraid of them than we were earlier?
Oh no, I'm not. I'm not less afraid. Truckers are horrifying.
Technique?
No thanks.
You learn technique?
Yeah, because we're not up on equipment yet.
No,
We're
just
up at
technique.
I'm at the top of Bronze Age stuff, but still not using any iron. All right.
Continuing to just not follow that pattern, eh?
Apparently,
mean?
right
Turning-
the way to
turning
go
right?
now.
Did we not used
So-
to turn left?
Yeah, we always
Maybe.
turn left.
The entire thing is when there's an enemy on the one side, I'm gonna go the way the enemy is.
Yeah.
That is fair.
So I hope you guys are smarter than me.
What?
I did not fix my pick when I was back at camp.
I fixed mine.
Yeah, but my pick sucks. Ooh.
Yes, I'm gonna shoot it. That's helpful.
That's a good idea.
Yeah, super helpful.
Nothing behind this one. No one way to go. Yeah. Good. Roll down. Okay, I'll go pick gold.
Alright, I think we got all of the guck in there.
Oh, might just be that it? Oh no, okay, I thought this was a diamond. That's a small one.
This is a small crypt.
Yeah, definitely not as sprawling as the last one was, but
That is it. So that's the end.
Yeah. Well, I guess you didn't need to worry about not repairing your pick.
yep. Yeah, the last one was a bit abnormally long, so I am not surprised. Most of them are not
Well,
that big.
I am going back, calling it a day.
That is fair.
Because I have to get up early tomorrow.
Yeah.
Because they have screwed up. I'll still do a live stream tomorrow, but it's going to end by 11 sharp. 11 a.m. sharp.
So I'm gonna have to figure out when I can live stream. Because Mondays I'm going up to Kelowna, Tuesdays I am teaching swords in town, Wednesdays I have a D&D campaign I'm running, Thursdays I go to Peachland, and Fridays is giant robots. I'm like,
Any mornings?
I mean, that all depends on whether I actually work all of this week or just Monday, Tuesday, or whatever. But yeah, we'll see. I might end up. But even if I don't manage to stream on the evenings, I'm gonna basically try to work on getting the videos coming
Yeah,
out.
just upload videos, which would
Yeah.
be extremely helpful for this channel, I think.
Yeah, so I had that thought where I'm like, I feel like putting these down into easy to digest because it basically, if you can kind of catch up on the core of what happened, like over a couple hours and 10 minutes, most people are going to be totally down for that.
Yeah. Get in bigger events. Get rid of the grinding.
Yeah. Well, the bigger events and just like the sort of funny interactions that we sometimes have.
Yeah.
Like the long sections where we're just kind of communicating basic game information and not doing anything, where it's like, oh, there's,
I ran into that warp and then go, why didn't that work?
yep. Why
All the
doesn't the
time.
warp work? Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I need to take some time to expand this.
Yeah, it's kind of funny how YouTube does not suggest live.
So
Like,
they do have to suggest live streams to some extent, because I get live streams suggested to me.
I get told when people are live streaming if I'm subscribed.
if
Yeah.
you're subscribed to them, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
yeah.
I'm subscribed to almost nothing, and I've gotten suggested like with the current Wizards of the Coast OGL stuff. YouTube has been recommending live streams for me because I know on Friday when there was supposed to be a announcement, people were live streaming it, and I was getting the recommendations for the live streams. Of course, that ended up not actually happening because Wizards of the Coast realized at some point that they had made a horrible mistake and needed to figure out how to fix it.
Abort, abort.
Yeah, a lot of abort going on.
We have made critical error. Rethink bad decisions, please.
I don't think they're rethinking the bad decision. I think they're just If we hold off a bit, people are going to forget, and then we can totally release an almost as bad, but not quite as bad, and it'll be fine because people will be like, they listen to us.
They believed in us.
So that is my guess. I think that's what's going to happen. Wizards of the Coast will be like, so if we just hold off for a little bit and then release whatever we want, it'll be fine. They might be right. People have notoriously short attention spans.
Well, it's like I was watching a video about all the sanctions against Russia.
Yeah.
Like Levi's left Russia and McDonald's left Russia. They're all still there. They're all rebranded as new companies but sell the exact same ingredients. Somebody's job at the new McDonald's in Russia is to take Sharpie and Sharpie over the M on every McDonald's ketchup packet. Because McDonald's isn't there anymore.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Somebody's job to do that.
I'd get paid to do that.
These high-end clothing stores, instead of the full name, they've just taken the first two letters and rebranded the store as the first letters of the exact same store that used to be there, but if you walk inside, it's the same product. And they're like, well, no. Sorry, Levi's has sold all their Levi's stores in Russia. And they have a Russian CEO now, and what the Russian CEO does is buy Levi pants from the U.S. That's got nothing to do with Levi's. It's like, yeah, it's all about opinions.
Yep.
And iPhones don't work. Can't buy an iPhone, and you can't buy Adidas. You can't, all the big name brands, you can't buy them there. But there's a YouTuber that went to the Russian mall and just goes, "Look, I can still buy all the stuff." Is a 2-year warranty still good on the iPhone? Yes, absolutely. You can no longer use Apple Pay at tills anymore, but you can still buy an iPhone.
Yep.
Some free branding going. Merchant is up and going. Cool. Oh. Then I have to upload a whole bunch of YouTube videos, go to bed. Morning, I gotta do laundry and the live stream, and then I have to leave much earlier than technically I have to leave.
Well, hopefully they've gotten mistakes figured out.
Well, I made a mistake. They gave me a different trailer that I've never had before.
Uh-huh.
I don't know how much to load onto that trailer. So I estimated, and the forklift driver goes, "Hey, yeah, this will be no problem."
Oh no.
I hit the Cleveland scale. I'm like, let's do the math. Oh! Okay, I cannot hit a US scale. It's not a good idea to hit a scale in the US until this load is unloaded. Let's look at the history of every scale. When are they open and when are they closed? I must now time my trip between those times.
Yeah, nope. I don't want to go find this out the hard way.
Trucker Path is really good for that. So anytime I'm approaching a scale, I will pull over, pull out Trucker Path. Is said scale open? When's the last time it's been reported? Okay, it was closed 1 hour ago. Should be okay. Let's go.
Yep.
I will minimize risk. I'm not like way ridiculously over, but enough that I don't want to find out.
Yep.
It's enough I don't want to find out. All it takes is one officer having a bad day.
Yep.
Well, honestly, I'm only 1 unit of measure off. Like, I'm barely overweight. It's like one, only one over.
Which type of ton, though?
Which not even a U.S. ton. It's worse than a U.S. ton. Having said that, if I run my fuel low, I'll be much closer. I'll still be over. Because 2 full fuel tanks weigh a lot more than 2 almost empty.
Yep.
By the time I hit the scale that's usually open, I will be much, much closer to weight. But I still kind of want to hit it without. So, anyway, I am gonna log out of here. See you guys next weekend.
Yeah, night one.
Yeah. Have a.
James, I guess I owe you $5.
Yes, I am deeply offended.
That was
You owe
so
me money.
hilarious. Okay, I'll tell that story. I gave James $5. I said, I'm like, hey, your cats have $5, and I put the $5 down. I'm like, no, I better give the $5 to James. And I leave, and then it's like, hey, there's $5 in my pocket. Ah, son of a bitch. Like, I verbally said, here's $5, and then find that $5 in my pocket.
You, I feel like, missed the real opportunity of just maintaining that the cats had $5.
Yeah. And then it's like, I gave it to the cats. I don't know what the fuck happened to it.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know what your cats did with it.
Yep. Anyway, good night.
Yep. Have a good
one.
night.
So I had this moment where I was very confused why Mondays would be Kelowna, and now I realize Mondays is Ascalon Kelowna, isn't it?
Yep.
Oh, jeez.
I mean, yep. It's going to be swords 3 nights a week.
But is that really enough swords?
No, it's still an insufficient number of swords.
It's not an adequate amount of swords. Yeah, I ordered myself a pair of gloves, so hopefully they'll get here. Because the gloves I was using just fell apart. They were from Walmart. I'm not surprised.
Yep.
And the other pair are very visibly baseball gloves, and I don't care, but
Yeah. I mean, I feel like it's one of those things. The basically the fencers care more about things actually looking accurate.
yeah. Well, I mean, part of the problem with the baseball gloves is those sleeves that I have for my shirt do pull up a bit.
Yeah.
I haven't noticed them do it in a fight, but like when I get inspected, they can pull them up my wrist a little bit. And the baseball gloves stop at my wrist. These ones will continue a little further, so then I can just tuck them under the sleeves,
Yeah.
and I won't have a reason for somebody to be like, well, technically.
Yep.
Because I can tell you, my hands have never actually gotten injured with those gloves. But I understand the need to prepare for all
Well,
eventualities.
and yeah, I kind of wish that we still had the reduced armor
Yeah,
experiment, but
very much so.
if it's done, it's done. We'll live with it.
Yeah, that was oddly abrupt, and I'm hoping it's not because somebody actually did. Although I feel like I maintain if somebody did that, something else had to have happened. Like, but yes, bring your little friend. Thank you.
Yeah, I would love to know, yeah, what caused the abrupt cancellation of it, but also it is possible that it could be nothing.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, hopefully at least part of it passes. That'd be great.
Yeah, I'd like to see this become the normal.
Because, like, I can understand not all of it passing with how resistant to change some things are.
Yeah.
But I definitely, like, fought a lot longer when I didn't have to wear, like, 12 layers.
Yep. All right. Did not do a massive increase in our storage capacity, but added what I could.
Enough for one. When daylight hits again, do you wish to try and take a journey to retrieve stuff, or?
Eh, I'm not. I'm not picky. I'm fine with basically gathering more stuff before we go retrieve it.
Fair.
Wait, that's not how you spell meads. Meads and meals is the same word, just with a L or D.
It could be meads and maids.
Eat your meads.
Eat your meads.
I feel like that was in the wrong place. Alrighty. Oh yeah, I changed the way things are organized a little bit, and now I'm having to go through and be like, so where were these things supposed to go? I'm still carrying mead. Meads should go here. I love that it seems like we don't actually put any effort into maintaining our stock of berries, but we will also never run out of berries.
Berries forever.
Yes, I need to pick up all the resin. Because we will just have a full treasure chest of resin for no reason.
I will be right back. I should probably put stuff in the dryer if I want bedding tonight.
Overrated.
Right? Wet sheets, best thing ever.
Now, I do wonder if what's the worst performance hit? Is it putting in a bunch of stone blocks, or is it leveling the ground? Alright, so we've got 13 bees. Now, where do I want to build these beehives? That's a good question. All right. I think I'm just going to use this cart as storage for right now. Running just leveled up to 57.
Nice.
That's kind of horrifyingly low. I think the last time I mentioned my running leveling up, I think it leveled up to 74.
Ooh. Yeah, that's
So
that's
I've
a
died a
little
few
low.
times because you lose. I should double check. How much do you lose every time? Ouch.
How much do you lose?
Apparently it's only 5%.
Oh,
So I've died a few times.
only a couple.
Because
One or
that
two.
means because yeah, like if I was around 75, um, one death should bring me down to like, no, brain, work that out. Yeah,
I
like
mean, a third would be
that's
25, so
yeah. Well, but basically, so it should bring me down about 5 points. Not quite 5 points, but like three or three something. So I've had to die quite a few times to get my skill back down. All right.
yeah, about 4 points. So 71. Ish. That's been a couple.
Yep. Okay. Where do I move my boar pens? I do wish whenever you leveled up a working station, like it increased the range it was good for.
Oh, that would be cool.
Might even be worth doing it for stuff that's farther out then. Yes, let's throw a spear at that torch. Was obviously the smartest choice. May as well break down these rocks. I think I'm going to try to keep this big rock. I like the look of it. Aesthetics are very important when building your fort.
All the feng shui of the boulders.
Yep. All right. Yeah, this is going to be it'd be a lot easier if I just didn't care about the layout and was just like, yep, just tossed it crap together.
Just put things wherever.
But I do care about the layout, so. Oh, totally spun things around in a way I do not want. There. Yeah, I don't imagine it's going to be coming anytime soon, but I would love better tools for doing landscaping.
Yeah. I think that's the thing. I don't some of the building mechanics get to me, but it's the original like leveling out and stuff like that that I just really struggle with. That's why I make my homes in abandoned villages. Somebody's already done the work.
Yep. Foul smell from the swamp. This is bad timing.
Oh no.
Quickly trying to run indoors to get some actual food. Because of course I'm not going to be equipped with actual food when I'm doing this sort of work.
Building. Yeah.
Food. Okay, where's meals? Meals. Alright, got some hit points and some stamina. I feel like I'm running really slow for no reason. Okay, I hear. Oh, there. Okay, so the smell from the swamp is gone, but not
Did
all
you
of the enemies
actually
are
end
good.
up seeing anything?
Oh yeah,
Okay.
fought a bunch of skeletons and draugrs. And they attacked at my weakest point in the wall, which was fine because that meant I could just sit at the weakest point in the wall and murder them.
I mean, that's fair when they bottleneck themselves.
Is that I'm like, God damn it, another draugr?
I mean,
Just a shot.
technically, but also.
Yeah.
Technically not.
I mean, some form of not dead, but also not Draugr.
I am healthy zombie, not unhealthy zombie. No swamp zombie here.
Sounds like something a swamp zombie would say.
100% sounds like something a swamp zombie would say.
Alright, well, I may as well come in and get my resting bonus back. Having a crap ton of stamina doesn't help if it takes forever to recharge. Yeah, I'm just happy I have that circlet. Having light for all of this is a lot easier.
Yeah, I do wish you could integrate it with helms, but
Yeah.
I would rather have the light than the extra protection, which is kind of dumb, but
Well, I mean, I would like other options. I feel like it's not a bad game choice that they make you go, okay, what do you want, armor or... But the problem is, it's the only real option. The
yeah.
torches are so useless that I can't go, well, what do I want, a shield or a circlet? It's either do I want light or am I okay without light? Those are the only real choices I get. And I don't like them options because I like to be able to see, but I would also like to actually choose that losing armor is the thing that I want to do for it rather than just being like, okay.
I guess that's kind of equivalent to the forest and walkie-talkie.
Yeah.
Well, do
And
I want to be
also
in the dark?
the lighter where it's like, all right, what, like, yeah, do I want a walkie-talkie? Do I want a lighter? What's most important to me right now? Okay, now time to get fancy with the addition of wood. Or sorry, not wood. Stone walls. Alright, I was attacked by undead, so I'm carrying a bunch of stuff in my inventory that I don't need or want.
Things you don't desire? Impossible.
Alright, time to go through so much wood. I do wish it would tell you, like, if you're building a piece of wall, what the like actual hit points of that wall section are.
Oh, that'd be cool.
All right. Keep forgetting to actually repair my
Your stuff.
my hammer. I'm sure I'll remember when I actually need it. But in the meantime, I'm continuously forgetting. But that is fine. Oh, my hammer broke. This surprises no one who was paying attention to what I was doing because I was just sitting there building a crap ton of stuff. Definitely feels to me like it is later than it actually is.
Feels very late. This week's been weird that way.
So could eat another bite. I translate that as eat more honey.
Eat all the honey.
Honey is the
I
only
was
food group.
I was reading this adorable thing today, and it was someone talking about how their neighbor keeps bees, and they just sell honey like outside their house, and I think it's just like jars in a box, and you put money in a lockbox or whatever. Really cute idea. And so they were out picking up some honey, and just as they were selecting their jar, like this person opened their door and was like, "Hello, would you like to meet the bees?" And they were like, "I definitely went and met the bees." And I was like, "That I would love to do this." And I'm kind of afraid of bees. But at the same time, I think that's a really awesome idea.
Yep. I support that. Bees are good.
Bees are great.
Yeah, I feel like the crafting system in this game is good, but there are certain things where it's just like so much more of a pain in the butt than it needs to be. Would be less of a problem if we didn't sit here and try to do dumb things like building roads and trying to flatten out big pieces of ground.
So you mean if we didn't do the fun things? That's what I'm hearing.
I do find it funny when most people are like, adventure, exploration, and I'm like, so building a big bloody castle. Absolutely, definitely
This is
exactly
starting
what the
to
game
sound like
was.
giant robots.
I'm just there to SimCity. We are still alive. Or at least, Michael, I hope we're still alive because I think we're alive. If we're not alive, something's gone horribly wrong. We've all gone and turned into Draugr. You got tailgate straps on Friday. I have no clue what a tailgate straps are. I can't think of what a tailgate strap is. No, it's not a term I've heard before. Yeah, is this like some sort of like the traps you used to, or is the straps you used to like strap down cargo? Or is this something else? So something that's actually going to hold up 500 pounds? Okay, yeah, cargo straps or ratchet straps. I've never heard them called tailgate straps before, but I definitely have definitely used them. See, I've got a whole whack of cargo straps that I use whenever I am hauling anything in a trailer, but I've never heard them called tailgate straps. So are these the type of cargo straps that have the like ratcheting mechanism in them so you can tighten them down really good? As someone who owns a motorcycle, I basically I use those for Juan and Jess have both logged off for the night since Juan has to get up early tomorrow. Oh, I guess he's got to get up early Monday more so is the problem. Shep is still around.
Shep is still around.
We're just becoming less energetic. It has been a week.
Very much so. It was a week already on a Tuesday.
Yeah, so those ratcheting straps, I think those are really common for anyone who's going to haul anything. As someone who's got a motorcycle, I buy decently high quality ones because I like to have ones that are high enough quality to be able to hold a motorcycle without having any risk of like basically not keeping that motorcycle secure. 'Cause I would really hate to have a nice secure motorcycle until I didn't.
So 100% was trying to shoot this deer, And I'm pretty sure this Grey Dwarf just walked in the way and sacrificed itself. Now they're both dead.
But do you at least feel bad?
No, not at all. It's a Grey Dwarf.
It's trying to save Bambi. You're the Disney villain here. Or I
When
guess
I was a lad, I ate 5 dozen eggs. I don't think there's enough trophies up on our walls for me to be Gaston, but
I mean, if you put all the trophies we have in the chest on the wall, it might be enough.
that's true.
Yeah, I'm trying to think, the ones that I have are, I think, rated to 2,000 pounds each. And I've got some that are like 1,000-pound ones that they're fine. I don't super trust them. I don't really think they are not what I would want to trust for taking my bike around, because they're cheap. Basically, they're not they hold enough weight. Everything's fine about them, but they were cheap, so I just don't trust them. They were like $25 Walmart specials, and I don't care what their claimed weight rating is. I just don't trust that they would actually hold. It's the saying of, if it seems too good to be true, it probably is. It seems like it shouldn't hold 1,000 pounds, but it claims on 1,000 pounds. I'm gonna go with it probably can't actually hold 1,000, or not that it couldn't hold 1,000 pounds, just that
Probably
it might
shouldn't.
not break, or it might not, like, when the pressure goes on, it might break when I need it to not. I'm going to end up putting way too much time and energy just to try to get this to line up where I want it to. So all I want is I want it to line up without a gap. Okay, that was a ton of effort, but I got what I wanted.
Reorganization done.
I think I got what I wanted. Did I get what I wanted? Yes. We're going to pretend like that is exactly what I got.
I was about to say the point where you start questioning. Did I accomplish my goal? Oh, speaking of, I should send this video to you as well. I sent it to my brother. This guy was showing off like his workshop and his drill bit organization. And I'm kind of envious, and also I'm like, that is so much like pedantic organization in a way, but I appreciate it.
Yeah.
Mostly because you could look immediately and be like, something's missing.
It is really nice to have that level of organization where you can be like, oh, this thing is missing. And largely that's how my toolbox is organized, was organized before my current job. My current job, that is just
not possible.
Not a reasonable way to do anything.
It's where I would like my workshop to be once I get it running.
Yeah.
Because I don't mind if something's left on a counter, but I like to be able to, like, when you're done for the day, just look around and be like, okay, what did I use? Put it back.
Yeah.
I think this is in large part because my job is largely muscle memory. And I get very frustrated when people move things because now I have to relearn where things are.
So that was rude, Brute.
Did I annoy a troll or did I not annoy a troll? We'll find out.
Definitely had a troll or a Brute run up and smack me, and it's like, I was working.
Right, sir?
Highly rude. Your nephew is very young at this point, isn't he? So I feel like relatively
Michael's
young
nephew
babies.
is like a month, isn't he? He's like a baby.
I feel like babies' favorite pastime is absolutely just scream.
That's also my favorite pet. Oh, he's not even a month. I knew it was very recent.
Yeah, I was holding. I'm like, wasn't that a thing like
It's only
not
been 2
very
weeks.
long
Oh my
ago?
god. My adopted brother was definitely bragging at work about how we will be expecting a niece or a nephew in the near future and giving his
Yeah.
opinions on how it may be twins. And the lady looked at him, looked at me, and went, "Well, one of you is going to have to quit your job to help your sister in law out."
Yeah.
And I definitely laughed.
Yeah, I feel like twins are always a bit of a struggle. Or more so, they're always a lot of work.
Twins are a lot of work. Alright, let's find out if I made a bad mistake.
Nothing but good life choices.
All the good life choices. Ooh, I made a bad mistake. There is a troll outside, and there's a troll inside. And I have 30 hit points. Well, I'm neither inside or outside now. I'm back at camp. I would have been fine, except for I had 3 Grey Dwarves that were insistent on trying to fight me, and they kept pushing me out into the troll.
This doesn't sound like a
No.
problem. This is fine.
Right, it's all fine.
It's easy to place a bunch of workbenches. It's annoying that I constantly have to do it. Yeah, it's definitely those things when, like, most of the time if someone has like a relatively newborn baby, everyone is like like going nuts over it, being like, oh, isn't it the most adorable thing ever? And I'm like, they'll be fine when they're a little bit older, but right now, they are just, they're
This is
noise
too small.
machines. They make
Okay.
noise, they make poop, and that is about
Yeah,
all they do.
accurate.
All right. Carry on building. Your nephew's probably sitting there being like, your nephew's sitting there being confused because you're like, when I crapped out my lungs, you're supposed to come and like gush all over me. How dare you just tell me I'm being too loud? His age is currently a rounding error. He doesn't want to be told he needs to stop crying. Alright, clean that up a little bit. Yeah, so Michael, how's your sister doing with the newborn? I can't remember if that is. I think from what I gathered, that's her first kid. So this is the kid that's going to get all the time and attention, and the next kid just going to have to figure it out. I imagine he's also probably going to get spoiled by your parents. So do you mind, Grayling?
Nah.
If you could come over and not hit my stuff, that'd be great. You mean his grandparents are your parents? I'm assuming. Damn it. Yeah, that's most grandparents seem to be excited to have grandkids and then basically spoil them. Because now they don't have to spend the time and energy just surviving and figuring out how to raise a kid.
And they're like, we did all the work. Now it's your turn.
Now they just get to enjoy the new bundle of life. Okay, and of course it's nighttime. Not that this is actually a problem. Actually, kind of wish I could upgrade my hammer again. Keeps wearing out quicker than I would like. That's all right. You tell me I went through that much wood, I'll believe you. I don't know how, but apparently if I did, I did. I feel like it's one of those things where you go through a lot of materials, you go through them faster. Like, I can't hold enough materials to not go through them quickly. Okay, time to break down the wall that's holding on the boars and let the boars wander down here, hopefully. Of course, I can't build because I put my workstation out there and some great orc would come along and broke it down. Because just can't leave it be. All right, have a good night, Michael. Yeah, I'll probably chat with you in the morning some point. Which actually I think the live stream's been going for almost 4 hours, so I'm going to cut the live stream. So
That seems fair.
for everyone who tunes in later, have a good night, good morning, or good afternoon. Thanks for watching.
That was an unintentional ping.